Hello, Dave here. I'm in the sunny Sheffield at Christmas time. This is Sheffield Town Hall. What can I say about the place? It's a town hall, it's a government building, so I'll start asking the question straight away. Why do government buildings need all that shit? You know? Copper domes. A lot of little capacitors up there. Clock there, which will have been put in the 1800s when the government will have commandeered this building as such and turned it into town hall. There's so much surplus to requirements that the Victorian... You know, we're told all this is just decoration. And you know, that is complete bollocks, I'm afraid. And I'd say that with some confidence now. I couldn't 3 years ago when I started on this subject. But get up onto the roof. Oh, there's a little tower there, we've just seen that one. You scan along a bit. You know? What's the green tower all about? Bit of netting over, keep the birds out, but what's it for? Yeah. What is it for? I would think this, that's a recent addition as well, little capacitor on there. I would think the build date of this usually is about late 1800s. Now with this place, I know there's at least 30 foot buried below the ground. So the question you've got to ask yourself, whoever designed this place, why would you bury 20 or 30 foot of your building below ground? You know, a massive structure like that, such a substantial structure like that, artistic sculpture like that, you know, why would you bury so much of it below ground? Now, as you can see the size of the place, you know, bloody big square thing I think it is. Now, in Victorian times, picks and shovels, horses and carts. So before you think about digging anything, you've got to dig one hell of a big bloody hole. Now you might go away and find pictures of scaffolding around this from the late 1800s, but one thing you'll never find, and that's a picture of the dirty great hole that would have been needed before they could start in any building. You know? Because when these buildings were originally built, you know, those bottom layers faced out onto the street. There's been some hell of a catastrophe that's caused street levels worldwide to rise, leaving huge structures like this with massive amounts buried under the street. Just seeing if there's any details. I don't want to go. It's difficult with there being so many people about. I don't like to get people in my shots. So I just want to show the beauty of this place really, and show you the roof that fascinates me. Anyway, I'll move along a bit. Just move along a bit. You know, there's decoration and there's decoration, and you don't have to move up to the other corner there, look. Why is all that needed? I'd really love to know. So I mean, this building, if it's only 120 year old, or if it was built in the Victorian times, you should still, the plans will still be around somewhere. In late Victorian times, photography was quite well advanced. So I dare say the architect would want a copy of pictures. The town council, if they've commissioned it, will want a copy of pictures. The building contractors would want a copy. Set of, but you'll never find them. Not in the public domain anyway. So I'll move around the side a bit. Right, we're on to what I call the posh side now. Capacitors, I call them. You know, this is a high-tech roof. mean by high tech? Well, it has the capability of using power that was around long before the Victorians. I've just noticed the date on this, it's 1890 odd. So straight away, I bring that into question. 1890, really great photography around. Go find me the pictures of them building. Go find me the pictures of them digging a hole. I've seen a lot of these as well. Copper bottom, copper roof, and she's holding 2 copper implements. Yeah, oh, bit shaky on that, come back a bit. But just carry on along the building. Again, why does the town hall need that? I don't know, just looking at them too, there's another little one there behind. You know, what are all these for? And you go and ask your councils, and they all say the same thing, just the same as the churches do. Oh, well, it was just decoration. You know, that's how they done things in the Victorian times. Well, these buildings weren't built in Victorian times. You know, I can say that with some authority now. I couldn't do when I first started off on this subject, but 3 years researching these places, and it's the same narrative with all of them. My own town of Stockton-on-Tees, there's a big town hall in the next town, Middlesbrough. Very similar to this. Very similar. And exactly the same narrative. Built by the council. But it's wrong. The other really interesting thing is, you know, we're on street level here, but just down here, these steps, as I found out, used to be a massive church. And for any of you who are urban explorers out there, there'll be manhole covers around here that'll take you right down into the pits of that place. Because I'd bet as much money as I've got in the bank that there's underground levels below all of this sunken area here. Very similar to Leiden when I went to visit there. You know, they have the massive town hall building next to it. Then they have the sunken gardens by the side of it. And the sunken gardens once were, you know, where a building was. So, yeah, this is Sheffield Town Hall. I've rabbited on a bit on this one, but I think it's, you know, it's just one of those buildings that it's got everything. It really has. It's got the high-tech roof. It's got all the antennas up there. Your capacitors up there. And what I'll do, just to round this off, I mean, look at the size of these bloody things. You know, they're usually quite often flowing. No, I won't go on to that type of energy. That's for another video. Right, I'll just pop you around here, and then we'll just want to show you something with mud flood building. If I go around the end here, I should be able to show you a bit better. You know, it's common sense questions. That's all I do. I just ask common sense questions. Now, why a building this size and this grand would you bury half of it? Now, I bet you bottom dollar, don't know how to find out, but below that level will be another level, and maybe even another 2. You know, proverbial manhole cover. Doesn't look very substantial, that one. It's not bolted down, I don't think. But yeah, Sheffield Town Hall. And I'll just swing out a bit while I'm here. Because, you know, Sheffield is just an absolute stunning city. I haven't seen that much of it because it bucketed down yesterday and it bucketed down the day before. But old world buildings everywhere. That's one. That's definitely one. The one next to it. Actually, I'll carry on down this way. I'll switch off now, but I'll catch you on the other side because I've missed the side of this. As I was saying, now we've moved on a bit. Just stunning buildings. And they're all what I call pre-reset buildings. Built before the 1820s. A lot of them have been tarted up by the Victorians. But the foundations of all these places are a lot older than Victorians. Just have a quick nip round this side because I'm sure there's another couple of things that caught my interest. Just like I've just shown you regarding how far down these places go. You know, that's 12 foot. But it'll go down further. I'll just nip across the other side of the road. See if I can pick up on some features round here.
Sorry, thank you.
So I've already shown you on the other sides, so you can see what a humongous place this is. Now if we're to believe the official narrative, that they dig a 40-50 foot hole before they could even start on it. You know, it's quite amazing what parts of history, you know, we're expected to believe. That's a statue that will be put in at a later date. I do actually think them alcoves are where lights used to be, but that's another story entirely. And just going up another part of the roof. There we go. Why does your council need them? You know, move down a bit further. Why does your council need them? So I'm not just picking on Sheffield, Manchester have been, Leeds, Darlington, Stockton. The council always commandeer these amazing structures and claim that were built from scratch. But they weren't. And at that, I'll sign off. It's a bit of a long one, this. Thanks very much for tuning in. Bye now. Right, I've moved back a bit for a slightly different view. Give you the overall view of what an immense size it is. You know, I'm not knocking the building at all. I'm just knocking the story behind it. Totally incredible. All the copper and all the sticky up bits are all part of the energy system these places used to heat and light the place with. You know, with this misconception that it was all prior to the Victorians. You know, your only light was candles and your only heat was coal or wood. Well, that's rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Like I say, it's so flippantly today because the research I've done proves it's absolutely rubbish. You know, there's many TV programmes what the Victorians did for us. Well, in reality, what the Victorians were extremely good at, and that was lying. You know, we've already said there should be many, many images of this place being built. But starting with the dirty great big hole you've got to dig before you can build it. Right? So, as you can also tell, it's Christmas in Sheffield at the moment. Makes a nice change from last year when everything was closed down and shut off. But yeah, that's me wrapping up for this one. Bye.